Well guys, just a general update. Had a couple good things so far this year. Well, first of all, it's the rainy season. Everything's getting wet now. So, gonna be some more shop work and less housework. I'm just showing you the boat. We got it all winterized. Still have carburetor issues, but that's not a problem. We're gonna do some, for next year, we're gonna do some, get some parts, gauges, carburetor. There's a couple other things I can't remember, but yeah, so that guy's done. I've got one little project left on the house stuff, and that's this tree that I cut down when it was sunny. Then I had to do some traveling, so now I got to get it done before full-on rain comes. You can see it's kind of sunny outside, but it's been raining for a couple days. Finished cutting up this tree. Got a good bit of it done. That's the only house thing I got left. Then we've got to, hey DJ, every time we go in the shop, DJ thinks we're going to get a treat. We got to finish up this guy. It's ready. I'm ready for it to be out of the garage, and you'll probably have seen the video that just sent out on what we were doing. So a couple things. Roll bar may have to wait. I'll take some measurements and do some drawings, and we'll see if I can build it here or take this car back to the owner, put it in her garage for the summer or for winter, and then we can install the windshield and the roll cage. So this might get postponed until later on, a little bit of it. We're still going to do the fix this fender and the door and stuff, but and that brings us to what are we going to do if this is not in the shop. So I don't know if you'll see, there's a ton of parts here. These are interior parts, as you can probably tell from the TMI labeling. I'll unbox those and show them to you in another video. This is just an update. So these are also TMI parts, and they're going to go into our blue 67. Our blue 67 has been sitting around for a minute. It's got a 5-liter in it. Come on, Deesh. It's got a 5-liter in it. T5 transmission. Fresh paint around, or paint. It's been painted, body worked. Hold on, buddy. He doesn't have very good recall, so he doesn't get to come out front with us. It's been painted and body work, so it looks good, but it needs a lot of finish work, and we're going to try and finish it in the next couple months. I'll get it cleaned up. I mean, look, it's got branches and stuff. It's very embarrassing. This is actually new paint. It's never been buffed and cut. But it's got a GT40 headed EEC5 motor in it with some EEC4 components to make it fit under the hood and to plug and play into that Ford Motorsports wiring harness. They don't sell those anymore or make them anymore, but super cool component because it's all stock wire loom that goes right to the computer. It's made for engine swaps, and it works really good. I've used them on a couple other Mustangs. So we'll get this guy cleaned up and we'll put it in the shop, and we'll start working on the interior. My brother's going to come up in December. We got some paint to do underneath the deck lid, the dash, and the door jamb. Got a little overspray in it, so we got to correct it, but not a whole lot, just touch up stuff kind of. And then we'll do interior. That way we can sit and drive, and then we'll start working on the outside lights and bumpers and trim windows and that sort of thing. So anyway, that's kind of the update. Just a quick one. I don't know if we're gonna even edit this, just put it out as an update. Oh, did need to talk to you about the B5, red B5. I know people make fun of me for not naming my cars, but they're just, I love them, but they're just cars. They don't have names. Well, at least not yet anyway. So here's what happened. Here's what happened. Took this guy for a ride around the block, about 5 minutes of driving, got it into second gear, saw about 14 pounds of boost. You notice that the spark plugs are out. It died on this road, and I coasted into the driveway and went to start it, and it sounded like the starter was disconnected, meaning it turned over so fast it has absolutely no compression. So either the timing belt gave loose, it feels pretty tight, or the cams were not in there properly, or the chain and tensioner failed. So something failed and made the valves conflict the heads. I did pull spark plugs and put the bore scope in, and I can see eyebrow nicks, eyebrow impressions from the valves. So there's no compression. So I was going to, it's an AEB head, I've got a spare one in there. I was going to put bigger performance cams and valve kit in a head and put it in here later on after we got figured out the tune and stuff, but that plan will just have to get accelerated now. I'll go ahead and get the valve and spring and retainer locks kit and the cams, and we'll go ahead and build second head and bolt it on, and we'll actually use I'll buy a tensioner and stuff, or whatever failed, I'll fix it. It felt really nice to drive it, even though it was only like around the block for 5 minutes, but it seemed to perform well. And so yeah, we're definitely gonna keep poking on this thing, but we might do it during breaks in the blue car. If we get to a parts problem or a delay, then we'll switch over to this and get this head out. It only takes a couple hours to get this head out, but I've got another one in there, so I think I can send it off once I get parts to get. My buddy Joe does valve work, and he'll do a good job on it. Anyway, so there's an update on everything that's going around the Ford factory. There's the Juice-It stick. If anybody cares, this thing is really growing out. It's starting to get winter time, so it's starting to, size down now, drop some leaves. But anyway, there's our update, and you guys stay tuned. Almost got the video done for some of the Phaeton work that we've done already, so I'll show you that, and then I'll be working this weekend and the next week on finishing up the Phaeton as best I can, and then we'll start on the blue car. So you might see the blue car in an outer frame. I'm gonna try and get it cleaned up probably tomorrow and get it in here, start drying it out and get it cleaned up really good. It's been sitting for 2 years, I remember. I was looking back at some old videos, and so it's been sitting for 2 years, so we need to get on it. There's no sense letting cars sitting around that long. Anyway, and then around December, like I said, my brother's coming up. He's gonna help me with a couple things, and maybe if we get really good progress on the blue car, then maybe the yellow truck will get some love too. We're really close on it. A couple fuel lines, wiring the Haltech in. I mean, it's really close too. It's just slightly embarrassing, but with the move and some other things that happened, things just kind of slowed down. I don't know if you guys seen any of these videos. Oh, we haven't posted any of these videos. I'll get some of those up. Yeah, anyway, that's the status update. Thank you guys for watching very much, and we're getting really close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you know anybody that'd be interested in the silly stuff that we do, like, subscribe, that sort of thing would be nice. Like I said, we're getting really close, so I'm excited to see what happens at 1,000. And I hope we can take you guys along for more rides. Thanks.